Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Just got back from the forge. Thanks Andrew for letting me come over. Had a very productive day, and yeah, just fantastic, mate. I love forging just with Andrew and I during the week, because now that Andrew's retired, and I'm a stay-at-home dad, we can get together with just him and and I really appreciate that time together because, yeah, it's fantastic. I got a fair bit done. So, first up, yeah, this one from Gary. That was that striker I recently bought. I cleaned it up on the grinder just to get there is still some of the grind marks on there, but yeah, I cleaned it up it was a used 40 grit Reaper belt, so yeah, it wasn't that aggressive, but still pretty aggressive. He hardened this really well. It's a damn hard striker, so yeah, it I could feel it as I was grinding. Yeah, you could tell it's a hard striker. So yeah, cleaned up really nice. This is the supplied flint Gary sent with it. Have a look at that. Feels a lot better on the stone too. It's really nice. All it needed was a little bit of grind work on it. I cleaned up the edges along here and here and just cleaned it up. It wasn't anything Gary did wrong, and he's a damn fine smith. It's just that he'd left a couple of the rasp marks on it, and it just felt a little bit off when you were striking, and that's just me being pedantic. And I like a really clean, smooth strike face, and so yeah, it works really well now. It's sparking really well, so yeah, very happy with that now. It's fantastic. Cleaned up, started on a knife. Yeah, this is going to be a beast. Have a look at that. It's a rasp, Farrier's rasp. So yeah, nice thick Farrier's rasp. It's going to be a sticking knife. So yeah, put a brand new 40 grit Reaper belt on and got into it. Ground it out. That's about the basic shape that it's going to be. I took the aggressive bit off. I'm going to paracord wrap the handle. Just looking at there, I might clean the pommel area up a bit, but it's pretty well nutted out. It's just yeah, a lot more grind work to do, but that's basic shape, so it fits my hand really well. Nice 5 6 mil thick. Going to be a really nice sticking knife. That's what I designed it for. So yeah, just going to be a nice sticking knife. So yeah, that turned out all right. Sheep Station Cook wanted a axe with a hammer pole on it. So that's a 790 gram or 28 ounce head ball peen hammer. So I just wanted to show you. Andrew had a heap of them. That's the heaviest one we've got. So yeah, didn't do any work on it today. I had a fair bit on. So yeah, it's ready to go. We knocked the handle out of it. It's no name brand. Don't know what it is. Yeah, I showed you the picture, mate. So yeah, it's just basically we'll knock this out, draw it out, put a axe head bit on there and convert that over into a hammer pole. So yep, exactly what you wanted, and put a nice straight handle for you. So yeah, that's ready to go. 28 ounces. It's not going to be the 32 ounce like I said, You'll probably lose a little bit of weight through the forging, but that's the reality of the forging. So yeah, anyway, that's that. Striker for Gerbs. That's for you, Gerbs. Nicholson Canadian file. Nice 6 strike face. I retained. It was a hard file to do because the Nicholson went almost all the way through. So, but you can see Nicholson made in Canada. I re-annealed the tine. The tine turned out really nice. Rolled this over nicely. Got a nice curve on it. Got my touch mark. I'm still having troubles. I didn't get the bow right, but everything else on it. Put my own mark there. Bit of Aussie black. You can hear I'm worn out, but yeah, we had a really nice day. It was nice and cool, so wasn't hot. Seems to spark all right. That's even on blunt edge. Sparking pretty good. Anyway, it's going to have a couple of scuffs marks on there because I always send them with scuff marks just to show you that I've test sparked it. That's what I would call a medium size single curl colonial that I've done. So yeah, but I hope you're happy with that, mate. It's a nice sized striker. Sparks really well. Nicholson made in Canada striker. Gerbs is in Canada, so I think it's a bit of symmetry. My smallest bow tie. This is the one I didn't finish when I was over at my other mate's place. I got heat stroke, and I wussed out because I was getting sick. It's hard to do. I'm having trouble because I just can't hold on to it with the tongs to get it all done. It turned out pretty bloody good. I'm really happy with it. The tines are all pretty good. Everything's all in plane. It looks really good on Aussie black. Sharp edge. Seems to spark all right. Sparks really well. Very happy with it. The tine, it's a little bit out of symmetric. It's not symmetrical, but it's as close as I can get. Everything, like, I've got all the hammer marks out of it. Yeah, it's about as small as I can go. I was going to make a really small one. I'm not going to. My skill level is not up to it. They're almost impossible to hold in the tongs. What I mean by that is I can hammer it out, but holding it to be able to do the curls, once you do that, holding it one way here, because remember it's all hot, so it's at 1,000 degrees, so it's bright orange. You've got to be able to hold it with tongs and then still be able to hit it. But tongs make or break your forging. If you can't hold it properly while hitting it with a hammer, to do it, you just can't do it properly. So that's very hard to do because it's so small. So, and you can't, if you try and hold it by these tiny little thin bits, you get a wet noodle effect. So it's really hard to do. So that's about as small as I can go because I can't hold it properly. So I said to my old man, he wants another striker about that size. I'm going to do one more, but that's it. They're just too hard to make. They're really good, but yeah, I find them very difficult to make. I really like them. They're about the right size, but yeah, and I know why people like them because they're just fantastic size strikers. But And I saw Dominic Minichetti made one that's fantastic. His skill level's a lot better than mine, I can tell you, with it. But I really like that. That's a nice striker. Yeah. My man wants it, but I'm going to keep it because it's the only one I've made so far. I'll make him another one. Let's see how we go with this. Let's see how much Char-Cloth's up to snuff. Oh, it went out too. Did catch and then it's leaning all over it. And then going out. I know we caught eventually. So that one's working. Let's see if Jerbs's works. As you can hear from my voice, I've done a lot of talking. Always talk when I go over to Andrew's place. He can't get a word in edgeways. Jerbs is just a show proof of concept. Char-Cloth was up to snuff. It's landing all over it again too. I only made that the other day. But it works. Anyway, Jerbs, I'll end up... I don't know if I'll be able to get it off to you this week, maybe next week or so, but I will send some... I've got some more Aussie flint there too. I've got a fair bit of it, so I'll send you another big node. So you'll have some flint with it, and I'll send you the striker. But yeah, I'm happy. I've got another big chopper. It's like this big, out of a Farrier's rust, 8mm thick. So I'm going to make a big chopper out of that. But I don't like making knives because it's 90% grind work, and you don't do any hammering basically. So it's pretty ordinary. I'm a blacksmith. I'm not a knife maker. So yeah, I like hammering. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's a nice striker. It yeah, fits in your hand really well. Nice thick strike face. Yeah, it's a beautiful little striker actually. I re-annealed. You can see the blue marks on there. I did that too. I re-annealed this. So I anneal them twice. So yeah, just to make sure you don't snap the tines if you drop them. This is going to take me a while, mate. I've got a fair bit on my plate at the moment, and I only go over the forge every so often. So yeah, it doesn't sound like much, but it's a fair bit of hammering to do that and that. So yeah, I don't know. It might take me a month. It might take me 2 months. I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm making no promises. It will get done. I've got to do other projects as well. So as I said, I will get it done, and I will keep you informed of what's going on. But I wanted to show you the head, tell you how heavy it was, and yeah, it will get it up. It'll be all cleaned up. We can talk about. It'll either have a black oil finish, or I'll run it on the. Till that bloody bite goes past. Either that, or I'll, which oil finishes give it a black finish, or I can just run a wire wheel over it, and it'll just be a bright finish. But it's a high carbon steel, so it'll rust like anything. You probably have to keep oil up to it, but that's the reality of it. And yeah, I think this is going to be a nice knife. Actually, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, the reason why I'm going to put a paracord handle on it so I don't have to drill holes in it. That's no dramas. I'll put it in the forge and normalise it, and it'll drill or go through it like butter. But yeah, I'm just going to paracord wrap the handle and yeah, go from there. But yeah, that should be alright too. Anyway, that's what I got done at the forge today. So yeah, very productive day. But yeah, then, and as I said, when I'm only there with me and Andrew, I do not make videos because I don't want to take up Andrew's time as well. I am going again on Sunday, so my son Lawson's going, so I might actually do a video about me forging something. I might do a flint striker, or I might start on that. That might be a video that could be something interesting. See me throwing around a bigger hammer, because forging that head needs to be hit with some big hammers. Anyway, thanks for watching.